Hey everybody, that's Stephan or you can call me Steve. Stephan is my pen name. Steve's my real name. I'm not going to tell you my real last name. We'll just keep the mystery alive with Stephan for now, unless you already know me. Most of you watching this probably do, but anyway, I am the author of Jett Landry, The Fuse, and I want to talk to you a little bit about this book and see if maybe encourage you to download a copy and read it. First off, the artwork is by a local artist from Southeast Texas, Mickey Mitchell, and she's an amazing artist. Me and her met over coffee to talk about doing a cover for the book, and it didn't take long at all of just talking about the characters in the story for her to sketch the rough draft of this cover, and it was truly amazing how she captured the personality and the mood of the book and the characters with her drawing. She's an amazing artist. I hope you guys check out her work sometimes. But the book is about this character. She's right here, primarily about her. Her name is Jett Landry, and she is a teenage girl. She's from Baltimore originally, but at the age of 10, she found out her mom was terminally ill, and her mom told her that she had to go live with her dad in Port City, Texas. Port City is a fictional city. I made it up, but it's a city rich with history of organized crime and gangsters and all that kind of stuff. Just lots of colorful characters and mafias and that kind of thing. Kind of ripe for that kind of crime fiction noir. I always say that word wrong. Noir. Pulp type characters and stories. So Jett goes to live with their dad in Port City, Texas. Jett never knew anything about her dad until then. Her parents could not be together, and there's a really good reason for that. And she finds out at the age of 10 that her dad is a private detective in Port City, and that even though her mom is black, her dad is white. And she never knew that before until she get there. Her mom just never told her much about her dad, because they have to stay separate to protect the mom. Again, you have to read the story to find out why. So Markus Jackson is the dad. He's a private detective and finds out, one day he has a 10-year-old daughter, and he has to figure out how to be a dad. Something he's never ever thought he would ever settle down or have a kid before. So now all of a sudden he's got a 10-year-old kid, and he has to figure out how to be a parent. He's a throwback to the old fashioned private eye type of guy, fast talking, tough guy who, if he gets in a jam, he'll punch his way out, and if that doesn't work, then he'll talk his way out. He does it all backwards. Never met a problem he couldn't punch in the mouth. Just an old fashioned tough guy. But now all of a sudden he's got a teenage daughter. Along with Jett and her dad is Ashley Garcia, this character right here. Ashley is her dad's business partner. They run a private detective firm together. It's called Investigative Associates. And he took her on as a partner because he needed someone to help work cases. And she's she's a tough woman, but she's also very smart, and she's more has a lot more finesse than Jet's dad. She knows how to work people, get information out of people, and she's also a lot more modern and tech savvy. Where Jet's dad is just kind of an old fashioned guy. So the three of them together make this little family, this kind of untraditional, strange little family. Now the story is about Jet's experience with bullying in our high school. That's how it starts. That's where the story starts. Is Jett is the only kid in her high school that isn't a wealthy upper middle class or higher class white kid. Everyone else in her school is kind of a wealthy, privileged white kids. And Jett, because of where being the only kid that lives in where she lives, downtown Port City, the only resident there, gets zoned into this school where she's the only kid who's biracial. And no, it's not a big deal to the other kids. They like her, they accept her. The teachers love her because Jett is brilliant and she makes very good grades. She's an obsessive overachiever, and she's very conscientious, and she's very polite, and she's just kind of a good kid. Doesn't cause anyone any problems, and she's always just does the right things, and she's just an overall good kid. But there's a small group of kids that don't want her in the school, and they bully her relentlessly. And if any other kids try to make friends with her, they bully those kids too. They want to keep Jett alone and isolated and miserable because they want her to drop out. Because these kids tend to be very racist, and they don't like Jett being in their school. They want to, they don't, especially when she's the smartest kid in school and makes the best grades. So Jett struggles with understanding who she is, like a lot of teenage kids, and also with dealing with the bullying and and the ramifications of that. So the book starts in the first chapter where Jett finally breaks down and tells her dad about the bullying. She's always kept it a secret, and her dad teaches her how to stand up for herself because he's the kind of guy that he's not going to be bullied, and he doesn't want his kid to be bullied. So he teaches her how to throw a punch. And Jett, who's always been kind of secretly obsessed with karate and martial arts and stuff like that, gets excited because now she knows how to fight. And so she stands up for herself the first time and realizes she's pretty good at fighting, much better than the other kids, and so she can defend herself now, and that's where the book starts. And so, without getting into any spoilers or anything like that, you know. Jett starts in her friend. She starts developing more friendships, and they start finding out that there's something going on with these kids and their parents in this school, something in the shadows, some kind of a conspiracy. I don't want to get into what it is because I want you to read the book and find out for yourself. No spoilers. But there's something going on, something really, really evil and creepy and weird. And they start kind of discovering pieces of it. Now, along with that, Jett's dad, the private investigator, Markus Jackson, is working a human trafficking case linked to a white supremacist organization, and very violent, dangerous group that a lot of people are afraid of. And Jett's dad's investigating this operation that they're involved in. So while he's involved in that operation and working on that, Jett is having her own experience with racism and violence and bullying with these other kids. So you start to wonder, and I won't say if it does or doesn't, if these two experiences are related to each other or not. And that's the story of the first book of this investigation. And it all comes to a really dramatic climax at the end that sets up the next book that I'm working on now. I'm working on the second book in the series, and I'm editing the second book. It'll be a process. I'm getting there, but it'll be a process, and that's called Jett Landry Urban Legend. Hopefully by this summer it'll be ready to go. But I did want to give you some overview of the book and maybe encourage you to, excuse me, I'm going to touch my face here, encourage you to check it out, and you can read it. Now, it's available as an ebook or as a paperback. It's on Amazon. When I post this video, I'll leave a link to where you can download the book. I would encourage you right now to get the ebook. You can order the paperback, but it's going to take a while to get to you because Amazon is kind of put anything that's not essential on the back burner as far as delivery. So if you want to start reading it, you may want to read it as an ebook. I do encourage you to get the paperback too, because it's just something really nice about having a book in your hands when you're reading. If you read it, I sincerely hope you enjoy it. I really do. I really want you to enjoy the book. So far, the people that have read it, that have contacted me, have told me they liked it. They've told me that it's compelling, that they want to keep reading once they start, and which was my goal. I just want to tell a good story about really cool characters that you'll get to like. The reviews on Amazon so far really focus on the drama of the book and kind of the dramatic events in the book, but also in the character. Reviewers describe Jett as a complicated, complex character, and her that develops throughout the story. The book takes place when she's a teenager, throughout the years of high school. If you order the book and you read it, please do me a favor and leave a review. An honest review. Tell me what you think. Tell Amazon what you think about the book. That helps me improve my craft writing, and it also helps Amazon promote the book and keep it out there. But I sincerely hope you order the book and read it and enjoy it, and tell me what you think. If you don't enjoy it, tell me what you think about that too. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave you guys with my best wishes. I hope you guys are healthy. I hope your family and friends are healthy. Hope you have what you need and you stay safe with this virus going around here. Stay close to home, support your local businesses, wash your hands, don't touch your face like I've been touching my face this whole video, and take care of yourselves and stay healthy, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.